Alright, hello everybody, my name is Charlie, welcome back. Or, I guess not welcome back. Welcome to my new playthrough, GTA Vice City. I'm doing this on the definitive edition. I know it's controversial, but I'll get more into that later. I think, in the end it'll be better. But, yeah. Alright. Obviously this is way before my time, this menu, but apparently it was a real thing. I still love this intro. Just the other day actually, I made the new trailer, not new trailer, but the 10th anniversary trailer. I replaced it with my face and it's pretty funny. And like my sound lights. I've seen the VI in the beginning is like Grand Theft Auto 6. It is like how it spells out Vice City. It's just like they stopped it at the VI, so it looks like it says 6. Is that like a palm tree, I'm guessing? Dog. Now the song, of course. Okay, it's face. Like, and then I don't know what this is. To me, it looks like, I don't even know, like a goalie holding up a, or not a goalie, like a hockey player. I don't know. And then that's a razor blade, maybe. I don't know. All right, made by Grove Street Games. So, let's do a new game. Yes. Oh. Lance Vance. So we're not actually going to be doing a new game. It's kind of confusing. We are going to be... Okay, wait. I'll explain later. Well, I'll explain now. So...
Tommy Vassetti. Shit.
Look at the guy in the back.
He kept his head down. Helps people forget. People will remember soon enough. When they see him walking down the streets of their neighborhoods, it will be bad for business.
Well, what are we gonna do, Sonny?
Treat him like an old friend and keep him busy out of town, okay? We've been talking about expanding down south, right? Vice City is 24 karat gold these days. The Colombians, the Mexicans, hell, even those Cuban refugees are cutting themselves a piece of some nice action.
But it's all drugs, Sonny. None of the families will touch that shit.
To be fair, it is 1986, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Our enemies reap the rewards. So, we send someone down to do the dirty work for us and cut ourselves a nice, quiet slice, okay? Who's our contact down there?
Ken Rosenberg. Schmuck of a lawyer. How's he gonna hold Vassetti's leash?
We don't need him to. We just set him loose in Vice City. We give him a little cash to get started, okay? Give it a few months. Then we go down and pay him a little visit, right? See how he's doing.
I never noticed that dude on the right until the definitive edition. However, while exploring using a free cam, I did notice it also, which is interesting. Escobar International Airport.
Hey, guys, it's Ken Rosenberg here. Hey, great, hey. Well, I'm gonna drive you guys to the meet, okay? Now, I've talked to the suppliers, and they are very keen to start a business relationship. So, if all goes well, we should be doing very nicely for ourselves, which is, you know, good. Okay, so we're brothers, okay?
So
one operates the business, and the other one does.
I actually did. Okay, wait. I don't think I've ever noticed that audio clip before. Interesting. However, last time I did notice, for the first time ever, I played this game for a long time.
That's them in the chopper. All right, here's the deal.
Although you can't see it now, so
All right. Okay.
it's interesting.
Hang tight, let's go.
So without spoiling, I'll just say, oh, you can see him there. That Lance is actually the guy flying that, which I had no idea until like a week ago. Now I've been playing this since like Probably way before I should have been, but way back.
Got it?
100% pure grade A Colombian, my friend.
Let me see it.
The greens?
10s and 20s. Used.
Money, money,
I
money.
think we have a deal, my friend.
These drug deals in these games and movies always go wrong. Like I can't think of one that actually went like normally.
Come on, get out of the drive!
And so as far as I know, I haven't played Vice City Stories, but I think one of those characters was Vic Vance, aka that main character of that game. Lance's brother.
Out of the gutter for 1 freaking second and big shovel shit in my face. Go get some sleep.
Okay. So, I don't know if I said this, but I started to do this playthrough before, and I did, like, this is years ago in, like, 6th grade. So, and then I did, like, 2 parts, and really the second part was, like, 15 seconds. So, yeah, you freaking dickhead. Wait, I actually almost just died. Holy crap, dude, chill. You can see the health on the top right. So the definitive edition changed controls. I should probably turn off the music, but yeah. So the definitive edition came out like 2021 about, and it got a very negative reviews for a variety of reasons. People thought the face models were weird, and there were lots of glitches. But in terms of the graphics, look okay. Like I think the graphics look pretty good actually, with the exception, I will agree the faces do look a bit weird for the most part. Tommy looks fine, but unpopular opinion, I think it's fine. For me, I just wanted the same experience with a few differences, and to me it delivered. But I can definitely understand why some people would not like it. So this is actually right underneath this hotel, interestingly enough.
Tommy!
Like it's supposed to be in Liberty City, but in terms of the game, it's actually just underneath this hotel.
I know,
in a
You're
void.
overwhelmed with emotion. 15 years.
Seems like only yesterday.
I guess that's a perspective thing.
Hey, you're doing time for the family.
I don't know who that guy is on the left.
Family looks after its own, okay? So how'd the deal go down? You sitting on some white gold?
Look, Sonny, we were set up. The deal was an ambush. Harry and Lee were dead.
You better be kidding me, Tommy! Tell me you still got the money.
No, Sonny. I don't have the money.
That was my money, Tommy! My money! You better not be screwing me, Tommy, because you know I'm not a man to be screwed with!
Wait, Sonny.
You have my personal assurance that I'm gonna get you your money back. And the drugs. And I'm gonna mail you the dicks of those responsible.
Hey, I already know that. You're not a fool, Tommy, but I warn you. If it was anybody else, you'd be dead already. But because it's you, because we got history, I'm gonna let you.
So it is interesting.
Got my word.
So he was in jail for 15 years, which is interesting. Because in terms of these games, like, it seems that they never go to jail and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to load my other game that I'm on the same spot. Also, that first mission is in the beginning. It's never said anywhere. But if you save the game, it's there. So I'm going to be reloading this. Loading it, I suppose. The reason why is because I decided before I started recording that I would do lots of stuff. And now I might be saying, what the hell, dude? Look at your money, your stats. Let me explain. So, let's go to stats. I am 11% through the game. However, I didn't want to get too far ahead. So I've done 0 missions yet, but I've done a lot of side missions, got all hidden collectibles. So I'll be doing I guess right now, I'll be showing you all the rewards for it and stuff, and how to do it. So, yeah. And then we'll come back to now. Oh! Okay, that was pretty epic, I gotta say. Okay, so this is future Charlie here. So these were taken before that first part. There's something called Cone Crazy, and if you do it with getting 1 fewer second each time, you get double the money. So if you keep abusing this, you can get tons of money. And so I'll put a video link in the description of where this is and how to do it in more detail, because I want to give credit to that guy, since I'm not the one who found it. So yeah, just check the description if you're curious how to do this, but it gets pretty insane. It's kind of difficult to do, but it's not too bad. And at a certain point, once you do it like around 7 times, then you have to do it, you can't wait for it to get to 0. You have to go to 1, 2, 3 seconds left, stuff like that. So again, in the description, easy guide how to do it. But again, it starts off slow, but as you can see, it's stupidly good. As time goes on, like, it gets you a lot of money. And this can be done like before the first real mission of the game. Like after you check into the hotel, you can just do this. As you can see in the bottom left, I still have the first like real mission there. We're already a millionaire. So it does get kind of hard at the end, but it's not too bad. Especially because you can actually move cones barely before you get the first checkpoint. Checkpoints can be gotten in any order, but so you don't have to start immediately. I mean, that's just ridiculous how much cash this is. So cheat codes on the definitive edition do get rid of trophies, but not on the normal like PS2 port, so keep that in mind. But it does on San Andreas, so that's kind of weird. So here's like the full thing that I do. My full path here. Again, move the cones beforehand. You only really have to move the cones on the last few ones. Just like that. Got a lot of money. And on the definitive edition, if you check your stats after getting this much money, also it took a long time to actually get all the money, but if you look at your stats and stuff after doing this, you'll get a trophy which is much easier on the definitive edition than it was on the PS4 2 version. And that is the cannoli thing, get the Godfather rating, which was really challenging on the PS2 version, which I still don't have that trophy. Alright, so there's a pizza mission here, and basically what you have to do is you go to the pizza shop, you get on this bike, and there's a submission where you can throw pizzas at people and deliver them. It's pretty easy. There's like 12 levels, I want to say. Either way, once you beat it, your health will increase by 50 permanently. So it's pretty nice, it's not too bad. Also, I found this funny that I could dive out of the way of a car with square while running at it. I just wasn't expecting it. Alright, then there's the ambulance missions. If you've done San Andreas, or I don't know if they're in GTA 3, but in San Andreas it's basically the same thing. I just did it in this area. Before, it seemed like when I did it before, I never beat the ambulance mission before this, but I tried doing it on the second island before, but then I like fell off and my car rolled over and like blew up on like level 11 out of 12, and so I got really upset. But once you complete this mission, you get infinite sprint, and Tommy's sprint is really good. So this is a really good one. It might not look like it, but it really is like pretty crazy. Alright, now for the hidden packages. You get body armor delivered to your safe houses, but I think at this point I only had the Ocean View Hotel. Keep in mind, I don't think it's all safe houses, but I think it's the main ones, or at least a few. Chainsaw was the last one. 357. I think it's a gun. I like that revolver pistol. Okay, so to get to the second island early, there is a glitch which I'll be showing you here. You can get on top of the like film studio stuff by doing this. It's a stunt jump, so just yeah. And then there is always a ramp truck here, so you just park the ramp truck perfectly. It doesn't need to be perfect, actually, just park it around where I do. And you can drive your car, it has to be a pretty fast car, but it doesn't have to be like too fast. And you will go over the barrier. There's an easier version on the PS2, but it got patched. But this isn't too hard. For more details on the packages, I'll put another video in the description. Flamethrowers Loot Hotel. But there is a helicopter in the second island that you can fly everywhere. So I will, again, put the video to all the hidden packages in the description. Minigun delivered. And it tells you how to get the helicopter and where all these packages are very quickly. Very good guide. So, again, description for those two videos. Sea Sparrow is a, I think it's like a seaplane. Tank is now available. So there are vigilante missions in this game, but you need the tank. Oh, you don't need the tank, but it's a lot easier with the tank, especially if you have it unlocked. But you can't bring the tank over until you get to the second island, as far as I know, and it only spawns. That was a weird glitch I found, but it only spawns the vigilante missions on the first island if you haven't unlocked the second island. Okay, so you get some money by doing this, but again, money should not be an issue if you do what I did. And now you get a police helicopter, which you can also do the vigilante missions in, but I recommend the tank. It's much easier. Okay, so once you do 100 taxi delivery missions, you get 25. If you do 25, you get a trophy. But once you do 100, this took quite a while. You don't need to do them in a row. As you can see, I only did 42 here, which actually was a lot. But I did it in small bunches with the exception of the 42. Once you complete it, you get, your taxi can jump, which is kind of weird. But it's pretty fun, too. You just click the honk button. And as you can see, 100 passengers dropped off. And again, all this I did before the first mission of the game, which is really funny, I think. There's that jump. Okay, here's the fire truck. The only way to get a fire truck in the first island is using a, during one of the rampages you get a Molotov cocktail, and if you just keep throwing that around, a fire truck will come. I don't think it works on mobile, but it does work on the other editions of the game. So again, just use that rampage. It's near the beach, I think. Kind of near the lighthouse. So just kind of look it up if you need to, but yeah, use the Molotov cocktail. And you will spray people on fire and cars on fire. And once you get to level 12, you will get your reward. I think on this one there's more levels than just level 12, but you can just exit out after that if you'd like. It can be kind of annoying because they'll run in all directions, so I kind of went this way so they wouldn't like run into the ocean, because I don't know, their AI is kind of stupid sometimes. Just kind of look on the mini-map to see who's on fire and why, and look where they are. Sometimes they get off fire without you even really realizing it. And now you can now you'll never catch on fire. Pretty cool. Very useful for flamethrowers and stuff. And then I just quit the mission, see? It's all good. Just look at your stuff, obviously. Okay, now there's a few properties or apartments that you can buy in the first island. I'll be showing you these. I forgot to show the locations of them though, so maybe in the next video I'll just like quickly pull it up. Hopefully, if I remember. If not, you can just look it up. You can also store a vehicle in some of these places because they have garages. Okay, this is getting busted. Getting busted in this game is like really easy. In GTA 5, you kind of have to try. But I just find the dialogue so funny. How Ken Rosenberg is like told to be this terrible lawyer, but it gets you out of jail with like every time. It's really insane. Alright, Link's View apartment. That one's pretty nice. It's like $6,000 too. Like, these housing prices are insane. And I was commenting about this roof. I forget which episode, but I was talking about that roof. And lastly, this one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in part 2. I was going to do more in this episode, but it ended up taking a bit longer than I thought. Bye!